Welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today it is the Mile High Club in Marvel Rivals. We're going to be going in playing Iron Man today. We're going to be up in the sky, raining death from above. It's going to be super fun. The Mile High Club is actually a stream that I used to do for Destiny with a certain loadout, with a certain combination of weapons and gear. I would fly high into the sky and then murder people from way too high up before they would ever notice that I was there. A little bit more difficult here inside of Marvel Rivals to pull something like that off, but we're going to do our best. We're going to make it happen. I was playing a little bit of Iron Man last night. For the first time in, 3-4 weeks, I decided last night, I got the itch, I got the itch to play a little bit of Rivals outside of stream time. And it was time to lock in, dude. So I signed on and I picked Iron Man, and he got a little bit of changes this season, which I'll talk about in a second. And then I ended up playing for a couple hours there, and I just had a blast, dude. So I figured, I've been jonesing for a little bit of DPS gameplay. My heart is with the DPS role. That is my favorite thing to do in the game. But that being said, you can't just always play DPS all the time, because in a game like Rivals, in a game with open queue, with the open queue format, if you just play DPS all the time, if you insta-lock DPS, then that karma comes back to bite you, and eventually people will get pissed off that you have constantly insta-locked DPS, and you'll get games where there's only one healer, or there's no healers, or, or everyone is a DPS. None of those are fun, but I figure I probably bought myself some good karma here, having played support all day yesterday, and a little bit of support on Friday as well, as we checked out the changes to Rocket Raccoon. But now we're going to be diving in, checking out the changes to Iron Man, which he got his hitbox reduced very slightly, which is a big deal, because a small reduction in hitbox when you are very far away can be the difference between getting headshot or getting body shot, and that is the reason why playing Iron Man felt so bad in Season 1. And the reason, Hela rose to the top of the meta, and Hela is a high damage hit scan, burst damage hero who can 2-tap characters with 250 hit points, like Iron Man, from any distance across the map. And so playing as this character just felt really bad, because it felt like anytime you would peek out from a corner, there Hela would be, and then all of a sudden you just get hit 2 times in rapid succession, because her fire rate is pretty fast, and there's kind of no real counterplay to that, and you just die, right? You just fall over and die. But with a smaller hitbox, it's less likely that she will hit a headshot, and she may miss, or she may hit the body shot, which gives you enough time to react to be able to take cover, find a health pack, get a heal from your team, etc., etc., and that gives you a lot more agency as a player, as opposed to last season, where you just appear and disappear back to the respawn screen as quickly as you came out from around that corner. In addition to that, he also got a change to his armor overdrive ability, which gives you 100 hit points when you activate the kind of animation goes into effect. As soon as the animation finishes, you get 100 bonus hit points for the duration of your armor overdrive, which is really nice, because those 100 bonus hit points while in that form mean that you can kind of stay in and get value out of that change, because it increases the damage of both your primary and secondary fire. So basically all the ways that you deal more damage inside of armor overdrive, and it's very, very important that you utilize that ability correctly and intelligently to be able to increase your lethality in those key moments. However, without that 100 extra health, there's a lot of times that you would use it and then immediately be forced back into cover, and now you're waiting for, the 10 seconds or whatever it is duration of that is up, and now you have missed out on that, and now you have a 20-second cooldown on it as well, and that felt really bad. So a lot of the quality of life of being able to play Iron Man in general has been increased, and not just for him, but also for the other flying character. Human Torch has also got a few buffs. We'll play Human Torch another day probably, but yeah, so being in the sky has never really felt better here, and I'm gonna be mimicking one of my old Destiny themes here inside of Marvel Rivals. We're gonna be doing the Mile High Club, and I'm gonna be showing people what it's like up in the sky. Also, the flying characters are my favorite kind of movement in the game, because you have like this freedom over your vertical space that you don't otherwise get with a lot of the cast. A lot of times you are kind of limited to the ground, and like even with Rocket Raccoon, like you can run up a wall, you can dash your way up into the kind of more open vertical space. You can't stay there though, not for extended periods of time, and because of that, you don't get to see as much of the maps with these other characters as you do on a flying character, and it really changes the whole perspective of the game. Really lets you see the beautiful art direction that they have taken with Marvel Rivals, and in addition to that, especially with Krakoa, you can really see all of the little details that they have added into all of these maps. It also lets you see new angles to peek from. It gives you new possibilities to take engagements. There are a multitude of differences in the gameplay from a grounded character compared to a flying character, and we're going to highlight some of that today. I'm going to speak out loud the thought process of what I am doing and try to kind of elegantly speak on what the tactics are as to why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, and hopefully you guys will be able to glean from this a little bit of knowledge that you might need to maybe get in there and play Storm a little bit if you like Storm, or play Human Torch, or play Iron Man, whichever of these flying characters you want to play, but maybe the tactics and strategies presented to you here in this live show will give you the tools that you need to be able to take people to the Mile High Club yourself. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and say hello to everybody who is here. Storm, I want to say hello to you first. You were here before I even pressed the intro and all of that. I was still setting things up on the back end, taking a final sip of my coffee before I started on the everlasting diatribe that is me, logging on to the game and starting the show for you guys. So I want to say hello, Storm. How are you? How is life? I hope your week is going well as well. What's new with you? And Tyr is also here. He says, we here, what's good? Tyr, what's going on, dude? I was just thinking about you a few minutes ago when I was setting up the show. I appreciate you coming out and always, as always, hanging out with me. We're going to be taking a little bit of a different approach today. I thought about playing Wanda today because I still have that thumbnail and the show set up from last week on Friday that I had prepared before we realized that the season was going to come out, right? But ultimately I decided against it because I just have a craving, I have a little bit of Iron Man craving. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I'm going to be live for at least until at least 1 o'clock. I got some errands that I got to run later, and I want to make sure that I am available just in case I need to leave around the 3 o'clock time frame to pick my kid up from school. It is raining, or at least it was. I'm not sure if it's going to be raining around 3 o'clock. That makes a difference, but either way, I have to go to the store and get myself ingredients for lunch. I was supposed to do that earlier, but then I decided to go back to sleep instead. Only got like 5 hours of sleep, so I figured if I'm gonna put on a compelling show, make sure that I'm high energy and and everything is good, that I should probably just get like a small amount more sleep. So I went back to sleep after I dropped her off at school, and then now I'm feeling good. Now I'm feeling refreshed. That 5 hours plus that additional 1 hour made a big difference in how I'm feeling. My eyes are no longer dry. Every time I blink, it doesn't feel like shit anymore, so that's always good. Hanny, what's going on? Hanny says it's Tuesday, my dudes. Let's get it, Hanny. Let's get it, dude. We're gonna be taking them to the Mile High Club. Hanny, you remember this show? You remember the Mile High Club from the Destiny days when I was playing Titan and I was using the Lion Ramparts? Lion Rampant? Lion... Is it Rampant or Rampart? It's been so long, I don't even remember. Lion Rampant. Yes. Destiny? Yeah, Rampant. Yeah, so I was using the Dead Man's Tail, and I would be flying high in the sky, and and gunning people down with the Wild West rifle. That shit was crazy. It was so much fun. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, dude. Curious how you're translating it to Rivals. Well, I'm gonna be up in the sky as Iron Man today, so it's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna be taking those angles just like I would have on Destiny, although the time to kill on Iron Man is a little bit longer than the time to kill for a Dead Man's Tail. We can't all be my favorite gun in all of Destiny, not Thorn, the other one. My other favorite gun in all of Destiny, the Dead Man's Tail, the DMT, baby. Storm says power naps are where it's at. Oh my god. Storm, I usually do not go back to bed, but every now and then, that one additional hour makes such a huge difference on the rest of my day and my mood and everything, I was fucking deadly with DMT. Yo, I was so deadly with DMT, dude. I loved that gun. There's just something about it that just felt right to me. You know, everybody has their kind of play style or whatever. Mine is, I grew up playing Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo 1 as well, right? But like, back in the day, we used to have the battle rifle. The battle rifle was for those of you who never played Halo, is a 3-round burst pulse rifle that was the main weapon in Halo 1 and 2. And 3 as well, actually. And then in Halo Reach, we got the DMT, the DMR, right? In Halo Reach, right? The single shot rifle, basically. And coming from the battle rifle, it was a little bit weird to swap to a single shot rifle, but I kind of got used to it and whatever. And the DMT in Destiny, the Dead Man's Tale, felt like the combination of the battle rifle and the DMR from Halo Reach, where it was like, yes, it was single shot, but it also had the range of the battle rifle and the accuracy of the battle rifle. So it just felt like coming home for me, you know? So I kind of got that feeling a little bit there, but we're gonna be taking that kind of flying in the sky type of playstyle into Rivals today and getting some fun use out of it. Maybe I'll maximum pulse something and something will die this time. You know, who knows? Or you know, I'll maximum pulse a bunch of Rocket Raccoon ultimates to stop them from being able to get value. You know who can't run away from a maximum pulse? Rocket Raccoon's ult. It just sits there, dude. It just accepts it. It's crazy. And no one ever protects the thing either. You wouldn't imagine that the damage amplifier would be that big of a deal to take out, that you would want to use an ultimate against it. But let me tell you something. When they don't have that sustain here in Season 2, and their Rocket Raccoon can't give you that damage buff, it makes a huge difference. Rocket is mega meta right now. The changes to his ultimate plus the changes to his primary fire make him like essentially the best support, in my opinion, in Marvel Rivals. Maybe you could argue that Luna Snow and her ultimate are still the best in the game, and I'll probably agree with you that the Luna Snow ult is probably still the best in the game, but overall, as far as Kit is concerned, the best combo of abilities 100% is Rocket's. He's just so, for strategist mains, right? He's just so good right now that I don't see how they allow this to continue without him getting some kind of adjustment maybe in the mid-season patch or in Season 2 or in Season 3, I mean, but he is like stupidly good right now. So being able to maximum pulse his ultimate and take away their ability to sustain on a point for 8 seconds is huge for my team and their ability to get kills. So I was doing that a little bit last night. Storm says, I ran around with the AR meleeing people. Yo, the AR in Halo was so much fun back in the day because of the cool things you could do with it. The thing about the auto rifle in Halo is that it didn't have bloom, which is a thing that they added later on in the game, and you could see on your reticle as the reticle kind of opens up, that's called bloom, right? So the bloom on auto rifles in later games became such that the longer you held down the trigger, the less accurate it became, and that, while that is more realistic to actual real life, the auto rifle in Halo, at least I'm pretty sure, did not suffer from this problem, so it remained accurate up to its damage fall off range, which was like right around that 25-30 meter mark, and so you got to do a lot of very accurate full auto shooting with the auto rifle in Halo. The guns in those games, like there was only like a few guns, right? But because there was only a few, you have like distinct actual like core memories of utilizing them and different times when you pulled some crazy shit off, and like it's running through my head, right? Like the moment before you die, there is a small Halo montage running through my head right now of all of the times I did crazy shit with all of the different weapons inside of Halo. Oh my god, those were good times, man. That's why I have a Halo tattoo, you know? Henny says, we doomed and gloomed for nothing. Yo, I mean, like, I still don't necessarily agree with the changes that they made to Rocket, but I can't deny the effectiveness of his healing now. Having that small amount of burst, even though it's only 55 hit points burst, when you hit somebody, you know, in rapid succession with a couple of those healing orbs, they do get healed up pretty goddamn quick. So that is actually, that feels good. It feels good, and the character's decrease to mobility, again, is probably my least favorite change of the entirety of Season 2's patch, but as long as you are utilizing his wall run a little bit more and his like ability to not just run like vertically, right? Because you can get to high ground positions and stuff like that. You can cancel from there. You know, you can jump off of things. You can roof stall. There's a lot of different things you can do. But also his horizontal ability to run across walls increases his speed by, like, I want to say it's like 80% faster than actually running, which makes you really, really hard to kill for anybody that can't keep up with you. Like, especially like Spider-Man and stuff like that are trying to hit you with that web, or like Black Panther, right? These dive characters that are trying to hit you with their ability so that they can then do the combo on you. It's really hard for them to get you when you're moving 80% faster than you normally move, you know? And so that way, if you're good at Rocket's movement, you can utilize his both vertical and horizontal wall run abilities to really be just as elusive as you were before, although your dash is on a slightly longer cooldown. So all of that is stuff that you have to take into consideration when playing the character. But But enough about the rat, dude. We're in here gooning for some Iron Man today. Let's queue into the first game and see if I can make it work. See if I can have a good showing straight off the bat. This is my first game of the day. I have not played anything yet today except the should I go back to sleep game, which I played at 8 o'clock in the morning. So aside from that, everything should be cool. Okay, so we're here on Central Park. And this gives me, if we're defending or if we're attacking, this gives me a lot of cool angles to be able to do it from. I'm going to lock in, and I'm going to hope for the best. And again, I may run into the situation where everybody is an asshole because we picked DPS, which it looks like this is going to happen straight off the bat in the first game here. This always happens when I'm trying to do something, you know? Like when I'm trying to show you guys, hey, let me play this one character, all of a sudden nobody wants to play a proper team comp. I don't know why, but that's how it goes. So, yeah, oops, all deeps. That's 100% what happened. And that is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Same thing.
I'm just gonna have to not take damage. So we're gonna do nothing this game unless my team swaps to a proper team comp. I'm not going to swap, and probably neither are they, but I'm gonna have fun with it regardless. I'm not gonna pressure anybody into playing, you know, a healer or something like that, because I insta-locked DPS as well. So whatever happens, happens, basically. Take my final sip of my coffee there.
3, 2,
and here we go.
1. All you need to do is
I'm gonna come out the side door
Got it?
so that I can keep them line of sighted while I raise my vertical angles. Right? And then I'm gonna peep where they are. Just kind of doing my thing. Maybe that other YouTube guy is doing a show too. I hope so. He's doing a show. He's showing off how we can lose. How do we lose as quickly as possible? That's what he's showing. It's a good show. Eventually, they'll figure it out, right? They'll figure out, hey, maybe we should have picked a healer. They might not care, but maybe they will. Who knows? Look at her trying to beam me from the ground. Yeah, sorry, bitch. It doesn't work from up here. I'm just waiting. Again, I'm utilizing this height advantage here to be able to deal damage from far away. We are not actually fighting anything because no one is there. I'm going to use my armor overdrive ability right now, which is going to allow me to put in some big, bursty splash damage from far away here. And there we go. We got both their healers down there. I'm now going to start beaming this Emma Frost because the beam damage is actually pretty strong. I'm going to fly up and out of the way. We see the magic is here now, so I absolutely have to reposition. I cannot be caught off guard when this magic comes in, but as long as I am quick and smart about my movements, should be good to go. That's going to be us taking the point here. No healers, baby. No healers. This is how we roll. And also, we've got a Mr. Fantastic on our team. Reed Richards actually got a pretty substantial change. A couple of pretty substantial changes that led to a decent buff to him. Do I hear a Human Torch? No. Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this Loki clone here. Again, I'm utilizing my high ground ability to stay safe, even in the scariest of scary times. I'm getting pushed all around by the map here, but that's okay. Not trying to get too far out of range here. Kind of have no reason to really shoot them inside of that, but I can shoot them as soon as they come out. Right, there we go. Is that Loki or a clone? That's a clone. I'm starting to get targeted by the Star-Lord now. I'm gonna power up to give myself that 100 bonus health. We are now going to beam this Star-Lord to death. Okay. I'm gonna help Reed in his conquest of this Emma Frost. I'm gonna help my team in this conquest of this magic. We are now going to go down and push the payload here to make sure that we are pushing it as quickly as possible, and also to utilize the 10 hit points per second that it gives. I'm gonna fly up and out of the range of this Venom there, and now again I'm gonna use the payload to give me the 10 hit points per second that it gives, while using the tail kind of as a piece of cover as we progress forward. We are going to have another fight here, it looks like. So this is gonna be the moment when I have to choose what to do next. I can see that they are kind of all going to fight here at the same place. I lost my tank there, so it's now time for me to leave. We're just gonna fly back in here. We're gonna wait for everybody to respawn. I'm gonna let my boost regen here while I keep the enemy team line of sighted, and we wait for everybody to come out of the spawn. We're doing okay so far. I'm using this high ground position here as everybody kind of comes out. See, I've got this roof. I'm not sure if I can shoot around it, but I have to find the next place for me to engage from. There's Venom. I want to not be seen here if I can. We're going to wait until the team fully engages. I'm going to figure out which Loki is Loki. And we're just going to kill that Loki there. We're going to kill them. We're going to kill them. And now I'm going to get out of here before I die. That's my triple there. Feels good, man. Should have no problems actually winning this fight now. I say as I turn around and everybody is fucking dead. Feels bad, man. Not sure that I can actually kill this Venom. I bet you any amount of money that I probably can't, but it was worth it to try, at least for a few seconds, you know? When the armor overdrive ability runs out, I have to pause for a second. Unfortunately, it forces me to pause. Watching my whole team die after I got a triple kill is about the most disheartening thing you could think of, but, you know, what do you do? If we'd have had a healer, we probably would have been fine, but I could have been the one playing that healer, and I'm not, so really I have nobody to blame but myself. Gonna get that Namor out of here. They're trying everything they can to deal with me. You see they're swapping to different characters, different heroes that have the ability to shoot me in the sky. I'm gonna let my armor overdrive run out right there while I go grab this health pack. We're gonna use this angle right here as I fight kind of right next to this health pack, so that if I take damage, I have somewhere to go to heal that damage back up. And again, not pushing myself too far into the enemy team. I can't be armed and dangerous from up here. So I don't have to worry about Bucky doing his ultimate. The only thing I have to worry about is Bucky using his primary fire at me, which then I got killed by the Namor. Unfortunately, that was my first death, but it was a 14 kill streak, so I'm not too worried about it. They need a flying hero. A flying healer hero? Yeah, he's coming out at the end of May. It's gonna be Ultron. It's been leaked unintentionally by Shroud. You know, the streamer Shroud. He was talking to Tim the Tapman the other day, and he unintentionally leaked the release date of Ultron, the next hero here in Marvel Rivals. Both their tanks are down. We should probably push. With that, Emma Frost ult going off here. We're gonna maximum pulse. What? What the fuck? Did you see that? I direct hit that Loki, and it didn't give it to me. It's fine. We're just gonna beam this one to death. I'm waiting for this, wow, really? You guys are bad, dude. Why are you all so bad? They got a Psylocke now. There's that. Dude, look at them all. They're so interested in me. I love that you guys like me so much. You guys are so adorable. They've got a Psylocke and a Namor and a Bucky that are all just out for my head, bro. Yeah, it was robbery. I mean, the Loki definitely should have died. There's no doubt about that, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. Again, we are fighting with no healers here, so I can't be that mad. We only have 1 minute left of this game, unfortunately.
I never believed Loki's actually down. Is he actually down? Oh, you thought you got rid of me.
There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get this 10 healing per second. Let's get everybody on the payload so that we push this shit as fast as possible. And then potentially we can still get this checkpoint before they all come out. The one thing that could really fuck us would be Venom coming out before we get this checkpoint. 3, 2, 1, checkpoint. So now it's time to start powering up and start firing the big burst damage from my armor overdrive down into the pile of fucking assholes down there. Right, the more of these assholes that we can hit with the splash damage, the more likely we are to actually win this shit. And again, using this 10 hit points per second as we slide this forward here, we do have two of our characters have swapped over to support now. We've got a Luna Snow and a Sue Storm, which is really nice for us because now I don't have to worry about playing this as though there is absolutely no one to take care of my problems. I'm utilizing this super long range angle here to be able to fight them. And I'm too far away to utilize maximum pulse right now, but that's okay. Because now that they're kind of grouping up, I can start utilizing my big splash damage from the armor overdrive ability here. And that's armor overdrive doing its ugly work on the Bucky. I am going to get killed by this Namor, though, because squids are very powerful. You see, my whole team is dead as well, so I'm just going to back out here. Waiting for my team to come back. I'm going to get this angle right here. Right here, right? And by being up here, I can see anybody that comes out from underneath me, but they can't see or hear me, at least not right yet. So now I'm going to start firing into them. Right, firing into them, breaking this Emma Frost shield here, powering up with my armor overdrive again. Need to kill this Bucky as quick as humanly possible. Just need to get up into the sky here, because I'm not trying to die to this Bucky. We're just gonna maximum pulse their ass right now, right? And we're gonna get that Magneto out of here. I may die in this moment, but I am, yeah, I'm not using cover anymore because I'm trying to get in on it and push it as quickly as I can. And the more people that are on it, the faster it will actually push. Now let's go ahead and just beam her down. The splash damage, I don't actually have to be on it as much as I need to be next to it, and that's the W here, 27-2 on Central Park. Welcome to the Mile High Club, bitches. Show it to me. Ah, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. She did do well. She did well with her 22-7. Good job, Emma Frost. Whatever. I did great. 27-2. Most damage in the lobby, most limbs, least deaths in the entire game, except for this guy who came in late. You can see he came in late because he's got 0, 0, and 0 with no damage or healing across the board. So whoever was on their team, whoever that was, they quit, which is very funny to me. Look at us go, dude. We're in there. Feels good, man. Yeah, it feels a lot better to play this character this season for me than it did last season. Like, Hela not being in the meta as much is also a massive factor here. It's not that she's not a good character. She's really good. She's really, really good against Iron Man. And she ruined the fun for me. GG, thank you. Is Ultron going to be playable? So, apparently, Ultron is going to be coming on May 31st, according to Shroud. And the way that he said it, he seems to have thought that the announcement for Ultron had been part of their press release. And the way that Tim the Tatman reacted to it, right, shows me that it probably wasn't supposed to be said, right? Like, the embargo on that had not been lifted yet. So these guys who got to test Season 2 early, got to play Emma Frost early, they probably knew about Ultron coming later, but they didn't, they weren't allowed to say anything. I think that Shroud may have accidentally spilled the beans there. And the way that Tim reacted, he was just like, oh. So you got to imagine he's probably telling the truth. And then Shroud was like, well, that was part of the document that they gave us. And Tim's like, was it?
You need to stop that vehicle.
And Shroud's like, yeah. And then a little while went by. He's like, dude, I swear it was part of that document. Which is hilarious when you think about it, you know? So I'm utilizing this high angle here to be able to keep the enemy team fully line of sighted and decide which priority targets I want to go into. I'm now going to start firing into their backline here, getting onto their healers, getting onto their Mantis and their Rocket Raccoon, and they now have triple healer comp going on here too. So they've got a Luna Snow, they've got a Rocket, and they have a Mantis, which is going to be very, very difficult to be able to deal with. And so it's going to be most important that I actually utilize my angles really intelligently here to be able to hold them off. And now with all of their healers down, I'm just going to go ahead and beam this Wolverine to death. And that's good right there. We're going to go ahead and get back up to the top of our vertical space, the skybox ceiling there, so that we can continue to contest from this nice little angle that I've got going on right here. I'm jiggle peeking this corner a little bit. Now Luna Snow has hit scan with her damage, so she could be very scary to me as Iron Man. Mantis can also be very scary to me as Iron Man. I'm going to drop down a little bit here,
Medics around?
and I'm going to just allow them to see me for a second, right? Thank you. Right, and I'm going to go ahead and power up now with the Armor Overdrive, and now it's time to start unloading into somebody. Who do I want to pick? I'm going to pick Rocket first, because once he goes down, they have a lot less free healing. This is the moment where I need to leave, and unfortunately, that, okay, this is scary, so I'm going to stop talking for a second. I'm being elusive with my movement here, trying to get back to a health pack before I end up getting shit on, and I was able to do it. The co-op time came out, but I would not have been able to drop fast enough with the Wanda beaming me. So I needed to get out of there, break line of sight with her as quickly as humanly possible, so that I could make use of my flight, my faster flight, to be able to get out of there. We're gonna power up now, because it should be a few seconds before their team comes back from the spawn, and in this moment, any staggers that we get are hugely valuable to us, right? So that stagger on that Mantis, she's now like 10 seconds behind everybody else who's about to come out of the spawn there. So as they want to engage now, they have to do it without their third healer, and without an additional support. And unfortunately, again, though, the Wanda can just beam me from super far away. Like, if you look at how far away she is from me, she's just able to keep that damage beam on me from very, very far out. So I do have to be very careful of that and the angles that I take. I'm going to go ahead and stop flying fast now. We're going to wait to see, as the team kind of progresses here, does the cart start moving forward? And that's going to determine where I need to engage from. Right, so now that I see them over here, we know that the enemy team is going to be utilizing their ultimates right now. So we're going to put damage onto them, but I'm not going to get too aggressive with it, because the Wanda can get me very easily. A lot of my team is dead. You see Adam Warlock is dead right here. Cloak and Dagger is just now coming back from the spawn.
They hit a checkpoint.
And I'm going to stay quiet right now as I wait for everybody to come back around. We still have an Emma Frost, so that's good. We also have a Penny Parker, which is not that great. Honestly, just in general, Penny Parker, not that good. Especially in a move the payload type of map, where she can't really set up and stay set up. But she is very strong against Wolverine, so that also makes a difference. You see this Wanda is on me again, so I'm just going to back up slightly. I'm going to get back down to my team a little bit here, utilizing my angles to continue to engage on them from far out, but without having to worry too much. And unfortunately, I got taken out during the maximum pulse animation. I tried to get Luna Snow with that, but it is what it is. That's going to happen. Still doing great.
I'm gonna find whoever put me out last time.
Got our Emma Frost using her ultimate now. I'm going to stop boosting, and I'm going to come around this high ground angle so that I have a health pack to easily fly to, so that I can engage on them without having to be completely, up the creek. And from back here, I can do the same thing that I was doing from back there. Is that somebody's legs that I see? Hey, Rocket. How are you, dude? Do you see his little cheeky ass trying to be a raccoon over in the corner? I saw your tail peeking out, you little trash panda bitch. How is this Emma Frost getting so much healing, though? Like, how is she actually gaining health as I'm using armor overdrive into her? How the fuck is that happening, you know? Jesus, dude. Gotta back around this corner some. Go ahead and grab this health pack. She be tough as fuck. She really do. She really do be tough as fuck. She's also getting the healing from all 3 healers, so that makes a big difference as well. I now have another ultimate to be able to utilize here. This is gonna be the moment where I gotta choose, right? Who do I engage with on this ult? And is my team alive to actually get value out of this? My armor overdrive ran out right as I needed to go inside of this doorway. That is like one of the biggest skill checks of Iron Man in general, is whether or not you can live through the armor overdrive animation. So I'm kind of peeking it. I'm peeking it a little bit, and then we're gonna do this. And the Rocket Raccoon dodged me, right? But now it's time to force him to stop using his heals on his team there. And in doing so, we were able to snag the kill on him. Again, I'm gonna use this corner here, this little corner angle, to be able to keep myself alive, get myself lots of cover, while still being able to deal damage on the enemy team. Got Luna Snow using her Ice Arts ability right now, so because it's so easy for her to hit, it's got a massive, massive hitbox there. Very forgiving. I'm going to get out of the way of her so that I don't end up getting my shit kicked in with the Rocket Raccoon on the high ground there. I'm going to do the same thing, fly into some healing from my team here. I do have my armor overdrive available again here now, so I'm going to utilize that in just a second. Now that Luna is using ult, I'm going to use my armor overdrive to kill everybody that's not inside of the Luna Snow ultimate. And even if I don't kill them, if I'm damaging them enough, there we go. And I got my counter there. I got that Punisher out of the way. With 44 hit points left, I'm going to go ahead and grab this health pack, reload as I come around this corner. We're going to start engaging down on them right now. Get this Luna Snow out of the picture, and that's great. And now we have this Rocket Raccoon that we got to take out here, and he's going to be very elusive and very hard to kill. So the best thing that I could possibly do is just maybe ult him. So let's just go ahead and get that ult off on him. And I got hit by the Wolverine. I'm just going to fly up and out of the way there. Punisher's got a turret, so again, I'm just going to break this angle. We're going to go ahead and grab this health pack. I'm going to hit my armor overdrive here. I'm going to start damaging down onto the Punisher inside of his turret. Bang, 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 right? The big bangs, big booms, right? And then that makes it hard for him to be able to get me. And that's the co-op time coming out from my team. I'm going to stand inside of the co-op time and make it difficult for this Rocket Raccoon to continue to engage here. If he wants to heal, then we're going to make sure that he has to work for it. And even though I died, forcing him back and forcing him off meant that a lot of his team died while he wasn't there healing them. And my whole team got to come back and continue to engage. We are now into overtime here. That was only my 3rd death of the game as well. We're fighting it out pretty goddamn hard. And hopefully we're able to get it. Hopefully we're able to kill everybody effectively, you know? So with the Punisher ult coming out here, best thing I can do at this moment is to break line of sight with them, go around this corner, and we're just gonna kill him out of it. And that's going to make it impossible for them to keep fighting, because he has to choose between looking at my team who's in front of him or looking at me who's behind him and in the sky. So he can't kill both of them at the same time. So even if he had killed me, it would have been fine. And there we go. We end up snagging the win there. 16-3 on Yggdrasil Path. GG's, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Honey, I hope you have a great day. I love you. Star's taking off. Gonna give the thumbs up to everybody. All right. Another group of people taken to the Mile High Club. Hannibal says later, Star. She says later, Hanny. All right, good stuff, man. Let's see, jumped in as a substitute. If victorious, great. That's great. We have 2 healers? We do. Awesome. Here we go.
People want to be led, I want to be in charge. Win-win. Powering up.
Oh yeah, just clump together for me, baby. I love when you clump up like that. That shit is awesome, dude. Yeah, you better use an ult. You're lucky I came in late. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're doing work now, baby. We're doing work now. Got the grand finale happening behind me. Will I be able to get to it and utilize that grand finale? We're gonna find out here in just a second. I'm raining death from above. Welcome to the Mile High Club, sluts. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. I've been here for 1 minute. I have 6 kills. That Iron Man skin is so dope. Thank you. It is me if I were Iron Man. It is me all over, dude.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Enemies on approach.
Gotta fly high. I'm gonna get out of the way of the mag. I don't think she can actually hit me from all the way up here. But with both my tanks down, it seems like a good opportunity to just walk back into the spawn. Bunch of people dead, so gotta get the kids, be back in a bit. I'll be here, Hanny. Gonna destroy that Sue Storm barrier so that she can't use her healing there. I'm gonna take a side angle on everybody. See if I can't snag some cheeky damage on them. A little bit of cheeky.
Hurry up. Nothing like seeing her perform live.
Come on, come on. Yep. Using my movement to go forward. Continue to press our advantage here on these guys. Where did he go? What the fuck was that? Did you guys see that? What was that? I've never seen that before. Did that Magneto just disappear?
Keep going.
I swear to God, his ass just straight up disappeared. I'm pushing the payload right now, utilizing the extra speed that we get when there are more people on the payload. We're going to now get up high into the sky here. We're getting that Rocket Raccoon damage amp out of the way here. I died, but it's okay. I didn't catch the heal that I needed, but it's fine. That was a 14 kill streak. Again, I've been here for 2 minutes. Been here for 2 minutes. Got 14 kills already.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Gonna go ahead and fly over to them. I'm not gonna use all of my boost though. This seems like a good place to stop. Since I can engage on them from all the way back here, we're gonna let that boost continue to regen as I wait to see whether or not I will need to use it. And I do need to use it, but not to get the checkpoint, which is great. Great news for me. At the grand finale happening to my side here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. We now have their entire team right in front of me, just kind of chilling, so let's go ahead and give them what they were looking for. Yeah, not exactly how I wanted that to go. I kind of expected to be healed, but unfortunately Luna Snow was busy damaging people, I think. That's alright. Get him in a second. Yeah, gotta go back to the spawn here, I think. Just gonna go back to the spawn. Just wait for everybody. Let's just wait for everybody so we have a 6v6. Okay, well, she's alive. Hopefully she decides to come forward here. How's Groot looking on ult? Groot, I want to combo ults with you. So when you get it, try and get as many as possible, and I'll maximum pulse them. Damn, this would be the perfect time for a maximum pulse, Groot. See you later. There we go. Doing great, doing great.
Center stage.
We're in here, pushing this payload a little bit here.
Hang on, the cool stuff takes time.
Sorry, no escaping us now.
They now have a Bucky. He better hope he's a really good Bucky.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Got this Psylocke here on me as well.
Powering up.
You're just gonna leave? That's fine, I guess. So I'll just beam your team then. I'm gonna fly down into the grand finale here. Fucking... I got killed because it was on damage jam.
Iron Man operational again.
Nah, you're all good, dude. Come back, Groot. We want you to live.
Be careful over here. Again.
Alright, we got this.
Focus on the battle. Down to 30
Combat
seconds.
capabilities enhanced.
How we looking? Groot and I are gonna have another ultimate here pretty soon. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately power up. Start putting this big damage down range here. Again, trying to damage up on their team. Try and get the healers dead. And I did get both of their healers there. Just gonna stay up with my team so that I don't get killed. Groot, let's combo again.
Alright, go.
Here is an enemy.
Flying down, making sure that I'm on it. So we're pushing it fast, pushing it fast, pushing it fast.
Maximum pulse.
Double kill.
Powering up.
Good game, fam. Good game, everybody. That's a 27-3 here. I came in late for this bitch. Hell yeah, dude. I got the most kills in the game. I had the most kills in the game. I got almost top damage even after coming in late. It feels great, dude. Feels great. Welcome to the Mile High Club, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of struggled at first. I came in late, but we nailed it. Hell yeah, dude. Feels so good. I love it, man. I love it. For those of you who don't know, Iron Man is my favorite superhero. So the fact that I get to play him now is fucking badass. I have an Iron Man tattoo. It's back here. It's right next to my Hulk versus Wolverine piece. I got this Iron Man tattoo many years ago. The rest of my sleeve is in color, is fully color. The Iron Man is black and white because he died in Endgame.
Iron Man. But it worked out for everybody.
Like in a fighting game, or like in a movie or something. When you see somebody, like there's pictures of all these people up on a board or something, and you see like some of them are grayed out because they're no longer a threat. That's what happened with Iron Man. That's why he's black and gray on my otherwise full color sleeve. So, very excited to get to play him today. Gonna take a sip of this water.
People want to be led, I want to be in charge. Win-win.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I was thinking.
They said, why is Moonchild playing
Spider totem.
Iron Man?
So I wonder if they're like
Are you
totem.
saying I should be playing Moon Knight?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
He says I'm a zero healing rocket. Sure, dude. Whatever you say, man.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I honestly don't care at all. You do whatever you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna take people to the Mile High Club. Whether they like it or not. Yeah, you guys are in luck, because I'm a zero damage Iron Man, too, so. gonna go ahead and grab this health pack, which is taken, so I'm just gonna wait a second. Just waiting a second for my health. Oh, you're gonna take that shit from me, huh, Logan? You're a dick. That's what you are. I'm gonna come back and hopefully catch a little heal from my team. Even though they said that they don't heal. Hopefully they were just kidding. Fuck. Now I need to get out of here. Fucking God. You guys. Well, I hope they're just kidding about the healing thing. And if not, well then we're just gonna have to play it like that. We're just gonna have to play it like there are no healers. I'm gonna stop using my boost here. I should not have used my armor overdrive right there, but it is what it is. Jeff is over here on point, so let's go ahead and try and get this Jeff down. Let's go ahead and put this big damage in on this Adam Warlock. Again, nobody really healing or anything, so maybe they are a no damage Jeff and a no damage Rocket. Or a no healing, I mean. I don't have to worry about them right here because I can just fly around the map. Wee, look at me. I don't have to care. Got this health pack right here. I am out of boost though, so I have to be careful about what I do next. Hopefully these guys can pull it out here. Gotta be careful. Their team is right on top of me. I mean, right underneath me even. So wherever I go, I gotta be smart about it. I can't take that health pack because there isn't one. Let me get up into the sky. Our Jeff killed the Psylocke, so we didn't have to die to her ultimate there. I'm gonna go ahead and start grabbing this. Let's go ahead and just get that out of here. Taking it. Please heal me. Please. Please. Anyone. Oh, you guys. Guys, damn it, bro. We didn't get the point because they didn't fucking heal me. Oh, man. I hope we get it. I hope we get it. Please use heals. That's all I have to say. Like, I will do the heavy lifting. Just please heal me so that I can live long enough to actually be effective. That was our moment to have taken it. I don't know how we didn't take it right there, but it is what it is. Okay, dog, whatever.
Feeling good again.
Let's group up.
Down to 30 seconds.
We have 30 seconds left. We need to utilize our Rocket Raccoon ultimate, and I need to get value out of this. I need to get value out of this. God damn it. He died immediately. This maximum pulse needs to do work, is what I'm trying to say. And if it doesn't, well, then I'm fucked. Yeah, no, we're fucked. We lose. It is what it is, dude. Well, we had our moment to win it, and unfortunately, the team just didn't follow up. Pretty weak overall. 0 healing Rocket. Somebody says, great match. We did awesome. We would have won if we had healing. For real, though. I won us that fight at checkpoint 1. We just needed to follow up. But it's fine. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't want to hear their stupid ass rebuttal. We would have won. I won that fight for us by getting that maximum pulse where I killed, I don't even know, 5 of them. I killed a bunch of them, right? I won that fight for us. All we needed to do was keep ourselves alive and, like, kill Penny Parker, right? And instead, Jeff the Landshark ate Penny Parker and ran himself off the map. So he took one of our only healers, one of the only people that was actually healing, right? And he wasn't even healing us. He was just healing himself. So, he took himself, ran all the way to the other side of the map, and in the meantime, when we could have just killed Penny and healed everybody up and stood on the point, then we could have just, you know, murdered everyone and that came back piece by piece, right? Like, staggered in. Unfortunately, he ran away. And again, the Penny Parker had like 10% health left, too. That's the part that sucks the most, you know? But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on it. That was our first loss, and we're slaying it otherwise, so I'm feeling good about that. Let's go ahead and redeem whatever mission this is. Great, and then we're moving on. Pressing ever forward, chat. I've almost cleared out the first page of the Battle Pass, so I'm excited for the Psylocke skin that I'm never going to use, but I want to have, just in case, you know? Just in case I want to look at it. Very cool skin. Very nostalgic for me. Let's go ahead and lock in. The man really said I'm a 0 healing rocket and then did 0 healing. So, can't be mad about it. We've got 4 DPS, it looks like, as of the start of this game. We've got an Emma Frost, and the Spider-Man is questioning what they're going to do. I hope they decide that they want to play support, and if not, then we're just going to do it without the support. Whether we win or lose, we'll do it. We absolutely could have won that last game. I'm going to stop dwelling on it. I said I was going to stop. I'm going to stop for real this time. Sounds mad sus when you say, if I just want to look at it. No, I mean, like if I want to use it for thumbnail art, or if I want to use it for, like one thing or another inside of a video, I'll have it available, you know what I mean? Just to use. But for me, I really like her default skin with the butterflies at the end of her, scarf.
All right, K-pop, let's go save the world.
Had to shut the mic off for a second so that I could crush a water bottle without destroying your ear. There's like the immediate spam that you would expect as you come out of a door. So I gotta be careful about that. We got somebody up top here, so let's just go ahead and start damaging them. Looks like Spider-Man, maybe? Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, Spider-Man and Wolverine. Kind of doing their thing up top there. We're gonna go ahead and start damaging up on everybody who is underneath. I'm gonna use my armor overdrive here. This Spider-Man wants the sauce, and I'm getting hit by too many people, unfortunately. I got you. I just got her Lord. Yeah, dude, I got her Lord, I don't know, like 2 months ago, something like that. And after that, I never played her again, really. After that, not because I don't love her, but because there's other shows that I have to put on, other characters I need to practice and all that, to make sure that I have the biggest advantage possible. There's somebody like right here. I can't see them. There they are. Nah, Peter. Nah, Peter. Nah, Peter. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was very cute, though. We kill him, right? We don't let him leave for that, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that I'm healed up, and then I'm going to take this high ground right here, because we know that the divers are going to be right there. And it looks like he's just going to be in my face this whole time, so we're going to have to figure out how to deal with this Spider-Man as best as possible. Pedro Stark, what's going on, dude? You like that skin? My Iron Man skin or the Psylocke skin that we were previously just talking about? That's important for me to know the context on. Okay, so he's literally just, you just entered, so the Iron Man skin. Got it. Cool, man. Thank you.
Everybody ready?
He's doing a good job. I can't be mad at him for it. I'm gonna play with my team a little bit here. Probably shouldn't have used my armor overdrive right there, but it's already used, so I can't take it back now. Let's just go ahead and start beaming up on this Mr. Fantastic here. Let's go ahead and put this big damage in on him. And again, there's Spider-Man again. So, Spider-Man, do I keep playing Iron Man after I've gotten targeted 5 times? 4 times.
Find whoever put me out.
The only person that's killed me is Spider-Man, and he's killed me consistently all 4 times. Both my healers are dead, and my tank is dead. I think we just wait. I think we just wait a second.
We are moving to
We're just gonna
the web is
get back together with the team. Now I'm curious, what Psylocke skin? There's a new X-Men Psylocke skin. It's blue and yellow.
Enemies on approach.
Get that weasel moving again.
Peter, I just want to talk, bro. I actually don't know where that comes in. Here he is. Hello, sir.
Powering up.
Where is he? Can't see him because of the damn trees. He's down there getting a health pack. Grand finale, you say? I do want to be part of the grand finale. Please stop putting on damage boost.
Both cannons end arguments. Too sweet.
Got killed by Spider-Man again. No play Wanda and never touch the ground. It's not that easy to do with the nerf to her movement ability. Her movement ability has a punishable window now.
Powering up.
Whereas before you could kind of chain them pretty easily, pretty well. That's that Emma Frost going down. Okay. I need somebody to peel this Spider-Man, please. I will do all of the damage as long as he stops killing me.
I'm back.
Unfortunately, his combo is such that he can pretty well insta-delete 250 HP characters.
Powering up.
We're gonna try and kill this this Emma Frost even. There we go. With her down, they are far less likely to be able to stop us here. But I don't think we have any healers at all. So me being here is just me doing... We did have a healer, it's just Loki, and he was having trouble getting to me.
I'm back.
Ah, well. No big deal. Just checked it out, not bad, but I wouldn't buy it, even if they paid me, though. I mean, you don't have to buy it. You can get it for free in the Battle Pass. I told you I was getting targeted by Spider-Man. Go watch the VOD. Yeah, so that guy's laughing at me. But, like, bro, you're Wolverine. Like, maybe don't play him then. I don't want to swap. I just want some help from the team. You can get healed. Why can't I get a peel? You know? It's not that big of a deal, you know? I'm not making a big deal about it, but like, but also, feel free to 1v1 me. I'd be happy to show you how to play. Honestly. I'm gonna queue it up, going into the next game. That guy could suck a fatty. Absolutely, he could suck a fatty. He could send me a friend request if he wants to send me a friend request. I'd be happy to show him how to play whatever character he wants to play. The reason that Spider-Man got me so many times is because Spider-Man has a combo that can hit people and instantly delete them. That's all. Not a big deal.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everyone.
All right, cool. We're in the next game. We got, I didn't actually get to see what we have, but I'm pretty sure we have 2 support and 2... Yeah, we have 2 support, we have a tank.
Taking it seriously.
So that's good. Yeah, we should be all right here.
attack. Get ready.
Did Reed get buffed? Yes, he did. He's actually decently good right now.
Just kind of king with my powers.
And I'm practically seething inside right now.
The battle starts in 5.
Hopefully they can hear me. I'm not sure. That's basically Spider-Man's job. Yeah, and like he did a good job of it. You know. It's easy against flying characters as well because they don't get healed as often. So for Spider-Man, he can kind of get you and the combo will happen and it will more than likely kill you because by the time they see you to heal you, it's already too late. Like, it just happens too quickly, so. Again, I'm not really that worried about it, though. He's a good character. And his, his moves are incredibly forgiving, even if you have very bad aim, so. That is also a big factor there, you know? Why would you show me where you were? Fine, I'll leave. There we go, I got her though. So we're all good. Healer's gotta actually look for you to heal you up in the sky. Yeah. And like I could have gotten, like our healers, they did heal a few times, but like Loki, as our other healer, it's a little bit harder for him to heal me up in the sky. The Luna Snow got me with the Snowflake once, which was nice. I don't think I got the Snowflake again after that, unfortunately, but you know, the one time I appreciate what she was trying to do. Right now, I can force all of their healers back into the spawn here. Yeah, you're gonna do that? Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna get comboed by all of the damage before anybody has a chance to actually save me. Totally fine, though. Because I'm about to have ult, and Groot is about to have ult, and we got the forward spawn. So I'm, like, literally right next to it, so that kill did basically nothing for them. Damn, I couldn't see them. So I was kind of taking a chance there. Man, they are just really putting that damage in on me. But that's alright. I'll kill Reed. And we'll just show Reed what's up. Yeah, you can't use your fridge guy for him. When you're in Big Reed form. The tank form for Mr. Fantastic. He can't do his thing where he turns into a refrigerator and walks like all silly and stuff. That is, I forget the name of it, but it's from one of the comics. And it's basically like a kind of futuristic looking skin for him. It's pretty neat. It's a good looking skin, in my opinion. Actually, no, that's his default skin for ours. Theirs is the one that has the other skin. You can hear the Spider-Man trying to shoot around me right now. You can hear him trying to get me. I'm going to fly into the shields up here. And in doing so, I'm going to remove his ability to one-hit me. You see, literally just a small amount of healing makes all the difference there. And we just force him to leave, or he dies, you know? And this is the moment, right? There it is. Where either I win or he wins, based on how quickly we can kill each other. So, and there we go. I got that one. Yeah, he's really trying to get me. Yeah, I mean, that's his job. He needs to figure out a way to isolate me. He doesn't have the aim to be able to do it on an aim-based character. So he's going to use Spider-Man, who doesn't require as much mechanical skill. Also, his uppercut move, which is part of his combo, has like a big AoE that happens, so you don't have to be on his screen when you are actually using it. And that makes a big difference as well, because that means that he can damage you while you aren't even next to him, which is like wild when you think about it, but also probably good for him based on how fast he has to move. That part, that thing that he just did, you know? But I was right in front of my healers this time, so it didn't end up mattering. And we can expect that he'll just come back through this little hole. So when he does, I'm going to try and maximum pulse him. With the co-op time coming out, it's time for me to dive down into the co-op time here for my team. We're going to break the Emma Frost Magneto barrier that she's got going on right there. Magneto down. The Spider-Man's still up, though. So we're just going to try and kill him as quickly as we can. There we go. See, he's trying to do what the last guy did, but this guy isn't as good as the last guy was. And there we go. That destroyed the Sue Storm's ultimate that she had down there on the point, so that we can continue to push it in, and there we go. And now we're inside of our Sue Storm's ult, so his ult does nothing. And welcome to the Mile High Club. We win. 17-1 here. The exact same map, but from a different perspective, you know, with a different team. Very good game. Very good game. GG's. Yeah, GG's. See, Hanny, I just needed you to come back. Let's see. Pedro says, a few friends that have played a lot of Emma have a lot of fun grabbing characters like Spider-Man. Yeah, Emma is really strong, Pedro. She's really good. Her ability to stun people is pretty decent. It's not the best stun in the game. You're gonna hear a lot of people, like, sucking off this stun like it is, like, the best ability in the entire game. And, as far as stuns go, it is a stun. And that's about as far as it goes. Like, that is as good as it gets, basically. So it's not that it's a bad move. It's a good move. It's a solid damage plus stun. It can stun people out of ultimates like every stun in the game can. But it has some prerequisites as well. She has to be within a certain range. She also has to be inside of her diamond form, so that cooldown needs to be up for her to be, or active currently, for her to be able to utilize the stun. The grab and grabbing them by the throat is very cool, very Melania-esque in terms of the things that she does, where, she picks you up by the throat, slams you into the ground, whatever. Very neat, but not the best stun in the game by a long shot. That goes to Penny Parker, unfortunately. Of all the things that I don't like Penny Parker for, the one thing that she is really good at is stunning people. And yeah, what a difference some support makes. It's really that simple, you know, Hanny? Like, it really is, it comes down to that, right? Like, do I have support? Will they drop a heal on me now and then? Will my other teammates drop a peel for me now and then? And then, that's all you need, you know? That guy who was talking shit, I bet you I can go back and look at that guy who was talking shit, and he's like a platinum player, or something like that. Like, his highest rank ever is like plat, or diamond, you know? We got Shiloh. I've seen Shiloh so many times, I wonder if this is the same guy. So, let's see what the team picks here. And yeah, like, Emma is a really good character overall. She's a little bit overtuned, which I appreciate, because last season, when they released Human Torch and they released Mr. Fantastic, and they were kind of weak, it felt really bad to play them. So I'm kind of glad that Emma is overtuned a little bit here. That actually feels better. Loudest players are often the worst, 100%, bro. I'm gonna do my traditional Iron Man hump. Got a hump. Everything in sight, you know. I was reading a fitness thread on Twitter yesterday, and one of the things it said was, if you're not horny, you're not healthy. So that's why I'm doing a little bit of extra humping today. You know, keep my heart healthy.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
Let's go ahead and fly down a little bit, not too much. Just enough. Gonna use this vertical space here to be able to damage people. We see Wanda is up on the second floor. We're gonna force her down and off of the second floor so that I can damage her from an easier place to actually hit her. Gonna get this kill in on this Emma Frost unless she gets a lot of healing, which she is getting a lot of healing, but that's totally fine. Getting her out of the way is more important. Right now, the armor overdrive ability killed me because the animation of that, when it ends, it forces you to stand still for a second as the kind of armor goes back inside of your suit. So, unfortunately, while I tried to get down to the healers, they didn't see me in time during the animation. That's my bad. That's no one's fault but my own. Animation lock is rough. Yeah, it's part of the power of the ability comes from the fact that you have to deal with that animation at the end of it. You know, the ability can be more powerful because of that. And while that is good, it's also can also be detrimental because it can catch you out of position occasionally and end up getting you killed. This is Iron Fist, who can very easily kill flying characters. So I do have to be careful about that. We're just going to get this maximum pulse out of there immediately. Just going to immediately destroy this Rocket Raccoon ultimate, trading one ult for another. While it's not necessarily a kill directly, it is a lot of value because it stops their team from being able to get a ton of sustain off of us. This is the moment where I need to be inside of ours. both for the damage that it puts out, as well as for the additional health that it generates, because it does give you 100 health per second for the 8 seconds that it's active, and that is very powerful. Not as powerful as Cloak and Dagger's ult, obviously, but still very good. I have my armor overdrive is back off cooldown now. Do I use it? Not yet. Just gonna wait for my team. Hopefully I can snag a heal from them. Just gonna press the, thank you so much. Gonna get back up here. Breaking line of sight with the Emma Frost on the other team. Using my armor overdrive now to get that bonus health. Using my damage that it deals, the additional splash damage from the primary fire there to get people down and out of the way. I do have to worry about this Hawkeye, so now that the animation is over, I'm just gonna back up behind this piece of cover. I need to get back down and get a heal. There is a health pack right up here, so if I'm just careful about where I engage, we should be good to go. We have the team is pushing the payload forward, so that's great. With the Hawkeye here, again, I have to be very, very, very careful about where I go and what I do. If I can just get healed, I'll be good to go. Good. I'm going to use my armor overdrive now. And again, we're going to try and eliminate this Hawkeye if possible, but it looks like he is getting a lot of heals there. So then instead of trying to get the Hawkeye, we're going to put this damage into whoever is nearby. I'm going to use my movement to get out of the way of the Scarlet Witch ultimate. And again, I'm going to get up into the damage amp for the sustain that it gives, as well as for the damage boost. Unfortunately, I go down there. Our Jeff was damaging somebody, but we did get the checkpoint, so I'm going to be right up on top of the next spawn. Bungo will reveal the next expansion May 6th. It's the first one of many that you're not going to buy. Yeah, dude. I know what you mean. The new Destiny expansion. Not sure how much I care about Destiny moving forward here. We'll see, though. Maybe it'll be super good. They're going to have to buy back my trust. Earn back my trust over time, you know? We're just going to win the 1v1 against that Emma Frost and then re-engage here from this angle. We're going to get them up here as the map kind of regenerates itself. Again, I'm just going to fall in line with my team, wait for the heals here, and force their team backwards. I'm going to start putting this big damage in on their healers and force them to re-engage from angles that I want them to engage me from. They can't damage me from all the way back here, but I can still damage them. I'm going to use my armor overdrive here, start putting the big damage down on their team. Anybody who's not inside of their Cloak and Dagger ultimate is going to take the brunt of this from me, and unfortunately everybody on my team basically fell back at the same moment. So now the best thing that I can do is to re-engage from an angle with a health pack, not using my boost so that it doesn't make a bunch of noise while we wait for everyone. With the Punisher using his ultimate here, it would have been good if he'd have gotten some value, but unfortunately he pressed it while there were no healers alive, I think. We're gonna kill this Iron Fist. We're gonna wait for our team. We should wait and get back together for a 6v6. If you're in right now, you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. Sorry, Emma Frost. But that is the truth of the matter. The fact is, if we're not doing a 6v6, you're wrong. If you're engaging before the whole team is there, you're wrong. If you're coming out of spawn and running directly to the fight, you're wrong. I should do a video where I just tell you all of the things that are wrong in Marvel Rivals, you know? Just gonna pure chaos, get out of the way of that. We know that my armor overdrive is over now, so I gotta be very careful about where I engage from. Just gonna fly in here, quickly elude them. Yeah, we just need to get into a 6v6 again. We need to stop fucking around, wasting time. We're spending way too much time. Okay, let's stop engaging and get together with all 6 of us. We look stupid staggering in like this over and over again. All 6. Everybody together. Alright.
Hit this spot with everything you have. Got one in my sights.
Let's keep this magic up. Wanda's down. Gonna use my armor overdrive now. Get this Hawkeye if I can, because the healers are not looking at her. Is Wanda alive again? Didn't I just fucking kill Wanda? Okay, she got rezzed. Okay. That's the only reason I went in as aggressively as I did is because the Wanda died. And unfortunately, she got rezzed by the Rocket Raccoon respawn beacon.
Seconds left.
But it's fine. The BRB beacon. I'm going to now use this vertical space here above this health pack to engage on everybody who is alive.
Welcoming committee.
That is Wanda down again. I need to get down on this health pack, or on this payload, so that we can use it like a health pack to be able to generate more health for us. Wanda is here on me, and that animation of armor overdrive is going to get me killed if I'm not very careful. And I was not careful enough, unfortunately. I'm just going to let her kill me, because this fight is over. This game is over. She literally chased me all the way from the spawn. Again, if we didn't fail to get together, like if we had succeeded in grouping up in the moment when we needed to, we would have been good to go. But unfortunately, we didn't. So, there it is. That's the triple down. Hopefully that does what I needed to. I got one hit by Hawkeye, but I hope it was worth it for our team. We only have one healer, and it's Jeff the Landshark right now. And there we go. That triple kill through the Strange portal was enough to get us the point there. So that feels great. Using my armor overdrive here for anybody that might still be alive, which it looks like it's Iron Fist. We're just going to kill him quickly, get him out of the way. Pedro says, I said I would finish the entire Light and Darkness saga, and I'm doing that with the final episode that ends in 2 months. Tyr, thank you. I appreciate that. My bad. Hand on the keyboard. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, dude, I feel the same way. I said I would finish the Light and Darkness saga. I did that with the final shape. That was the end of the saga, in my opinion. No reason to continue playing the game after that, really. Not that the game is bad, but it's no longer for me. They have made a game that I am convinced is no longer for me as a player, as a consumer, and that's okay. You know, different games can be for different people. Not every game has to be your main game or your favorite game. I had tons of fun with Destiny in the years that we got to play it, and in the years that we got to enjoy all that it brought to the table. It was a really, really super fun game, and I loved it, and I'm not going to go back. You know, my memories of that game are as good as they are because of the time that I got to have with it then. Is everyone dead? No, they're all still alive, so I'm now going to... No, they're all dead now. Okay. We need to stay alive for this next push. The faster we get back together, the better off we're going to be. I'm going to wait right here. We have time. We have time, and we have an ultimate. Got 2 with Doctor Strange. We just got to make sure that we push past everyone and go straight to the payload. I'm going to go stagger it if we need to. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Even if I die, it's more important that I get on the payload and stagger it in the last few seconds. Bang, again. This is my 10 hit points per second that I get for being on top of it. Inside of the Cloak and Dagger ult is not a great place to be, but we did everything that we could. I got the most kills on the team. Got the most kills in the game. We were all tied. Me and the other 2 people who also had 23 and 6. We're all tied for the most kills in the game. So, you know, we did our best. Again, not staggering. Not staggering is the huge difference maker there. Who did Doctor Strange play originally? Doctor Strange was our Rocket Raccoon. I don't love the idea that Rocket Raccoon swapped to Strange. Don't swap roles. Just in general, unless somebody is also taking your role. Sword Chick should have healed with that amount of kills. We should have carried harder. But it's all good. We should have carried harder. We had the opportunity to do all the things that we could have done to win. We didn't need a Doctor Strange as opposed to a Rocket, but that portal was the reason why we got to get the triple kill on them at checkpoint number 2, so I can't really be that upset. And I did fine, so I'm not really worried about it.
But it worked out for everyone.
Let's see. Pedro says, after Heresy ends, the only way they can make me buy heavily discounted and expansion is by making a joke dating sim or something just for the lulz. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. It's not that the Final Shape was a bad expansion. I think it was a really good DLC overall. I think that the story that they put out with the 8 campaign missions was really good. The after campaign missions were really strong. The wrap up with Cade 6 at the Witness 12-man event. I can't remember the name of the event. I'm spacing on the name of it, right? But the one where you go in there and you kill the Witness, that was all pretty fun. And then the final cutscene was amazing, dude. And you're sitting, you're looking at the Earth. You're sitting on the side of the ship, and you're staring at the Earth in the middle of space, right? And it's just you and your ghost. And it's just I'm getting chills all over my body, dude. It was such a great moment. I cried at the end of the campaign. Excision, thank you. I cried at the end of the campaign because of how beautiful everything was and what a great wrap-up it was, and I am totally fine with that being the end, There has to be an end at some point. The best time to end it is on a high note, and I think that they did that, and they did it well, and there's no reason, in my opinion, to have continued either to have continued development. I can argue that point, but, they're still a company that needs to make money, but for me to keep playing, zero reason for that. After the Excision mission was over and we wrapped up everything, we got the final cutscene. That was the end of Destiny for me. And unless they do a Destiny 3 or they do, a Destiny and then some, I don't know what they'll call it, right? But something to that extent would be the only way they could get me to come back in any kind of realistic manner. I am taking a lot of damage here, so I'm now going to drop down into this fight, get up with my team here, because we know that Adam Warlock used his res ability to keep himself alive after I had killed him, or to bring himself back to life, I guess, after I had killed him. So I'm just gonna hang out here. Now the splash damage from this should be enough to finish off Mag, and it is. We need to get this Adam Warlock dead before the Loki comes back if we can. I need to back off because this Emma Frost is damaging me pretty heavily. Gotta wait out the animation cancel of the armor overdrive there. Using the beam now to get this magic down. Using the beam now to put this heavy damage in on Emma. Don't necessarily need to kill her as much as I just need to damage her. Make sure that we're staggering them one at a time. Just like what happened to us in the last game. The more staggering that we have, the better. Because that means that they're never in a 6v6 to be able to fight us at full strength. And it's especially valuable if we can get them to utilize ultimates when they're not grouped up, because the ultimates are such a huge game-swinging factor here in Rivals that it makes a massive difference. Can I kill this Spider-Man before he makes it to this health pack? Yes. And that's great. So now I don't have to worry about Spider-Man coming back to kick my ass. I can beam this Mag and kill him while he's in the sky, potentially. It didn't quite work, but the idea was solid, right? Waiting until I get into the healing of my team before I decide whether or not I need to use my ultimate here, and I don't, at least not yet. We now have Spider-Man is back, so I'm going to fly down again into the healing of the Cloak and Dagger ult here. We now have a Hela. Again, like, as you play flying characters in Rivals, you will notice that the entire enemy team will swap to counter just you. You see, the Spider-Man is up here. He really wants me. He really wants my my bacon. And so I'm just going to damage him a little bit. Just going to damage up on him. Will I win this 1v1? Very, very unlikely. So that is something that I have to keep in mind. Will I make it to this health pack? Again, very unlikely. But I did make it, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to live long enough to make a difference here. Powering up now to get my bonus health inside of my armor overdrive. Now utilizing this move to use my movement to get out of the way and aggress from a different angle. We're going to fire the maximum pulse from downtown and just see if I can get anybody. And I got the Hela. That's my hard counter right there. So that's a huge kill for me. And again, from being so far away, it's very difficult for her to be able to stop me. I'm going to break that web from the Spider-Man as I re-aggress with my team here from a different angle. Get the heal from my healers there. Again, we can utilize this spot right here, which is not a spot that you can use really on any other character that is not a flyer. And again, I do have my armor overdrive active, so I just have too much damage for this Spider-Man to be able to stop. And he's not as good as the Spider-Man that we fought earlier, so I don't have to worry about that. The only scary Spider-Man is the really good Spider-Man. The rest of them are just average guys, you know, trying to play a video game. Do they have the checkpoint yet? Not yet. We're still contesting, which is huge for us. I'm going to fly down into the co-op time here so that I have basically unlimited healing. We can kill this Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock up there.
Bang, and we are good to go there. They have 30 seconds left in this game here. I am going to die to this Spider-Man that time. There's nothing I can do to have stopped him. I got killed by Adam Warlock, but it was Spider-Man who dealt the bulk of that damage, so no big deal. That was my first death, 17 kill streak there, so we're going back in. I'll read that in 1 second, Pedro. I just want to make sure that we win this game. If I can win it right here for the squad, I want to make sure that I do so. There we go. It looks like we already did win, and there's nothing that they can do. Using my armor overdrive now to start damaging them and keep them off the point. If I can kill their healers immediately, that's going to be huge for us. This Hela is going to kill me, but we got their healer down. Their Loki, who potentially could have ulted and saved their team. The Adam Warlock is not as scary, because even though he is rezzing them right now, they're not on the point, so we don't have to worry about them actually coming back and contesting. It takes too long for them to rez, and they come back with too little hit points to be able to just rush the cart. So that felt good. Your Loki copied Adam. Yeah, it feels bad for him, man. Pedro says, talking of Bungie, I don't think Marathon will sell a lot. It has nothing to do with the original Marathon trilogy, and it's a paid extraction shooter. Yeah, so I have similar feelings about Marathon, and, like, you have to be very careful, right, in this day and age, because people will talk mad shit on you for thinking that a game might have problems at launch. Like, they'll talk shit on you as though you are, like, just absolutely hating on the game beyond any shadow of a doubt, like the game, like saying that the game will fail and there's nothing that Bungie can do, etc., etc. But like, no, we're not saying that, you know. Like, for these people that are getting extremely aggressive about Marathon, the important thing to remember is that we all want the game to succeed. We want the game to do well. We want the game to have success off of launch and continued success from that point forward. But we gotta call them like we see them as well. And the thing about Bungie is that they lost a massive amount of trust from these different consumers that spent time playing their game either in Destiny 1 or in Destiny 2, and they watched as Bungie failed time and time again to fulfill on the promises that they had made for the Destiny franchise. And in doing so, we stopped wanting to give them our money and our time, you know? And, like, I am a huge Bungie advocate. Again, I have a Halo tattoo on my calf. I have a Destiny tattoo on my hand. Like, I love this company, and I'm very passionate about the games that they've made, but I also need to be taken care of as a consumer and as a content creator around these games. Like, you can't just keep pissing on me and telling me that it's raining, you know? We said early on in the Witch Queen life cycle that they need to change the seasonal model of Destiny, and they need to do it in a very serious way, so much so that it continues to advance the narrative in a way that feels compelling to keep coming back and playing, because this little one-off seasonal stories that they're doing that don't advance the overarching plot make it very difficult to enjoy the game, right? And they didn't fulfill on that for literal years. For the entirety of Witch Queen, for the entirety of Lightfall, these seasonal content models were exactly the same. So, like, and they said that they would change it. They literally said in a press release, hey, we are going to change up our seasonal model in the second season of Lightfall. And I waited for that. I even took a break so that I wouldn't burn out completely during Lightfall. I played the launch of Lightfall. I played through a bit of the first season, and I was like, all right, I'm going to come back later when they fulfill on the promise to change the seasonal model. And they didn't do that. They didn't change it. They didn't change how the seasons work. They didn't change how things feel, or the plot, or the story, or like the back and forth to the helm over and over again, right? Like the fetch quests where you go, you talk to one guy, then you fly back to the helm, and you talk to somebody, and then you listen to a radio mission, and then you go down to the tower, and you talk to Hawthorne, and then you go back to the helm, and then you play one 10-minute mission, and then you come back next week for more. Like that shit stuck around for years, literally like 3 years. And after we had talked to them about this being a problem, after they had admitted that it was a problem, a full 2 years after that, we were still seeing the exact same gameplay from them. So they just lost a lot of the faith from the consumer, and that's something that's not easily won back. You know, you remember at the launch of Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red was one of the biggest companies, one of the best and most highly rated companies in all of gaming. And then Cyberpunk launched, and it was in such a bad state that it took them literal years of actually doing what the consumer asked them to do before they won back over the positive review. Steam reviews and game reviews en masse, right? The consumer was really upset at CD Projekt Red, and like that was after we had come off of the massive high that was The Witcher 3. You know, and The Witcher 3, I never finished the game. I only played a little bit of it, but I bought it like 4 times. I played The Witcher 1. I beat The Witcher 2. I can't remember if I beat The Witcher 1, so because I can't remember specifically, I'm going to say I probably didn't. But I loved those games. I loved that world. That was the Game of Thrones world before Game of Thrones came out. You know, like The Witcher was massively popular, and when CD Projekt Red shit the bed on the release of Cyberpunk 2077, it kind of ruined things for them for a while, and it took years for them to build back that trust and for them to push the negative reviews out and get Cyberpunk up to a mostly positive or an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam. And like that was only because they did all of the things that we asked them to, you know? And then Bungie did the opposite. And so I don't know that people will want to give them money, Pedro, to tie this all up, to bring this whole discussion back around and put a bow on it, right? Like I don't know that people are in a place right now where we want to give Bungie money for anything, you know? Specifically the people that got vexed, no pun intended, by the Destiny and the Destiny content release schedule and the promises that were made around it. You know, like I don't know that you can buy those consumers back, and especially with Marathon being as kind of I'm going to say niche. I'm going to use the word niche for this. Of an art style that it is, of a game mode that it is, for it coming out with so little content at launch, so little heroes that you can actually use at launch. I think that it's going to be a tough sell for a lot of people to be able to enjoy Marathon, even if it were a free-to-play game. I think that they still would have felt the effects of the choices that they've made leading up to this release. And because it is going to be a potentially $40 game, as far as I know, the price has not been confirmed yet, but what has been confirmed is that it won't be a $70 release, which I think is good. But even at a $40 price point, a fully PvP game does not have a lot of content around it, even if it were like an arena shooter, like Marvel Rivals is a decent example. It's a hero shooter, but it's also an arena shooter, right? Because you play inside of the arena. While the opposite is true for extraction shooters. Like, they are even more of a niche market. Very few people play extraction shooters overall. And I think that is, you know, that's something that needs to be thought about by Bungie. This is the next release after Destiny, the thing that they are banking on to do well. And not only is the player base not interested in the thing that they're putting out, but we're not sure that we want to give them money at all. So, like, I don't know necessarily how this is going to go, but I did want to voice my thoughts about this, Pedro. And there are only so many people that I can really talk to about this type of thing, because like there are not that many Destiny players in my current audience right now that come out and hang out with me on the live stream. So like it is an important topic to go over, though, you know, because Marathon was supposed to be huge. And it's coming out, it's very, I feel like it's late past the release cycle of when the game actually was supposed to come out. But in addition to that, like, a lot of people like the art style, and for those of you who like it, I'm not shitting on it, but I do need to say, it looks weird. And if you like the weird that it gives you, great. But there are going to be a lot of people who don't like the weird, you know? And that is going to hurt them. the lack of heroes that you can play is going to hurt them. The fact that it only has 3 maps at launch is going to hurt them. And then just in general, the negative sentiment around the game before it's even entered the alpha state is such that, like, I don't know that you can shake this without coming out with a ridiculously strong product. So if it's not ridiculously strong, there's a good potential that we kind of see this game not do very well off the start. It could... I don't think it's going to be a Concord situation. I want to be clear about that, right? A lot of people are comparing this to Concord. I don't think that's fair. Concord was a one-off, probably like the worst possible scenario in gaming, right? There was one other game that came out either last year or in 2023 that had this same problem, and it was like the... God, what was it? It was a game that basically shut down literal days after releasing, maybe like a week or so after releasing. It wasn't the finals, but it was something like that, you know? And they sold a bunch of games, and they ended up having to refund everybody because the game was not a game. Like, it was like everything that they showed off was bullshit, and it wasn't real, right? And then Concord came out, and that game was so bad that they had to refund everybody and shut the servers down. I don't think that's going to happen with Marathon, and I think that it will do not so well off the start, but could eventually, over time, gain a player base that is pretty strong and gain the day before. Thank you. The Day Before is the game that I'm thinking of. It was a joke, bro. All of the content that they said was going to be in the game, like, it was nothing. It was literally nothing. They just bought a bunch of assets off of the engine store that you could just, literally, you could just pay money and buy. And they put them in the game, and they pretended like it was a game. And when it came out, everybody was super pissed. They had to refund everyone. And even Steam was like, yeah, this is unprecedented. We're just going to give you your money back, you know, because it wasn't worth it for Steam to have the negative publicity surrounding the Day Before. And again, so when we go back to Marathon, I think that over time, it can generate a pretty decent-sized audience, but I think that the negative press surrounding it at this current moment is going to be so much that less people try it off the start than would have otherwise tried it. So as long as they are in it for the long haul and they don't mind progressively building their audience as opposed to launching to a massive audience like a Marvel Rivals or like Monster Hunter or something like that. You know, some of these games that released recently, even Helldivers, because it is probably going to be right around or at that Helldivers price point. As long as they don't mind working to gain their audience, I think there will be a place for this game. I just don't think that the mass gamer overall is going to be really interested in this one. And I do think, as far as banking, like putting all your eggs in one basket here, I do think Bungie may have shot themselves in the foot with Marathon, but time will tell, and as time goes on, obviously we'll have more to say about this situation. I spent so many years playing Destiny, and I love games, so I want the game to succeed. I want to really like it, but as it stands right now, I couldn't give a single shit, really, about it. Trailer was cool. Bungie is really good at putting out trailers. I will say that. If you guys haven't seen the cinematic trailer, it's got no real gameplay to speak of, but the trailer was sick, dude. Super sick. I hope the game is super sick, too. You know, we're seeing people that got to play it prior to the alpha testing, even. So, like, they're seeing an incredibly early part of the game, but... yeah, cat. Yeah, there's a cat in the game, and everybody loves, you know, petting the virtual animals in video games. So, for that, awesome. And for the cinematic trailer, really fucking cool. Is it enough to make the game work long-term? That remains to be seen. Bungie's got some work to do, and we'll see what happens, you know? Alright, reading what was said up here. Tyr says, do you want a Hulk or Invis for her heals? I'm playing one of them, so you pick what would help you more. And yes, this is what I want to play, because I know you always say play what you want. I was just about to say play what you want. So I guess I won't cop out there. Fill for the team then, Tyr. If we need a tank, play a tank. If we need a healer, play a healer. A lot of times you won't be able to heal me as Sue anyway, unless I come all the way down to you or you throw me the shield. So, fill for the team, I would say. That would be our best bet. Destiny was so fun. Back in D1, Destiny was a genre-defining, once-in-a console generation game. Destiny 1, specifically. Not Destiny 2, necessarily. Although, I will say, over the years, Destiny 2 became a much better game than Destiny 1 was. That being said, the market has evolved. And because the market has evolved, we expect more out of video games now than we did when D2 launched, or when D1 launched, even in 2014. 13. 2013. Right? No, it was 2014. It was 2014. Yeah. Back in 2014, we expected less out of games because we were less able to get massive gameplay potential than we were as like D2 released and years went on. So you have challenges for Hulk and Cloak. Yeah, that's cool too. I mean, Cloak is good too. You can actually hit people in the sky with Cloak and Dagger. All right, with all that out of the way, let's just go ahead and queue up for the next game. I did want to have the marathon discussion at some point though. Maybe I will watch the maybe I'll watch the trailer and react to it. I am hype about the trailer. I do want to be clear about that. Like, as I watched, I didn't even watch it all the way through. But as I watched it the first time, I was like, damn, this shit looks fucking sick. But as I saw the gameplay, I don't know. We're gonna see, you know? I'm gonna reserve judgment until we know more. Too early, definitely, to say that the game will be dead on arrival. 100% too early to say that. But that being said, I can say that I am less excited about Marathon than I ever was about Destiny 1 or Destiny 2.
Smart as me, you'd be arrogant too.
Pedro says, I lost interest the first day they said it was an extraction shooter. And I totally understand that. I don't think extraction shooters necessarily are that compelling, but I did like Helldivers to an extent. So that was like a PvE extraction shooter, you know? So I didn't mind that one too much.
Here, we can swap autographs after the fight.
Swap? You should just be asking for mine. When's the last time you sold out?
There's some interesting things. Yeah, interesting is the word of the day, you know? Is it good? Maybe. Is it bad? Potentially. Is it interesting? Definitely. 1000%. It is one hell of an interesting time to be alive.
Got it?
Great. Damn, it feels good to be a gamer, you know? This is a good map to play Iron Man on, but unfortunately I'm getting knocked around by Sue and also a little bit by Magneto there, who got a little single hit on me. Doesn't seem like a lot, but Mag can actually 3-hit you as a 250 HP character, so that is something that you really need to keep in mind. We're gonna damage up on these healers in a big way. Try to get up there and also hurt them, force them back, force them to heal each other. And in doing so, we can potentially, if we don't kill them, that's totally fine. But if we do kill them, great, you know? And there we go. We got everybody. It's a Wolverine versus Wolverine duel here. I'm going to stay on the point for the time being, though. Most important that we get the checkpoint. And just like in the last game that we played on this map, when the healers weren't healing, right? If we had pushed up and gotten the checkpoint, it would have been a completely different story. Cram, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you, man. How's life? How did your neurologist appointment go the other day? Obviously, I hope everything is good. Did you guys see that again? Oh, it's the copy. It's the fucking copy, dudes. It's the Emma Frost copy. I forgot that she got a copy. Team up ability with Magneto and with Psylocke. That's actually kind of awesome now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna kill him. I'm literally on you. What do you mean gather to you, bitch? I'm right here. Fuck are you talking about? Right here. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? What's up, dude? What's up, my guy? See you later. We're taking people to the Mile High Club today. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to Dude No Way Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of Dude No Way, and today we are taking the enemy to the Mile High Club in Marvel Rivals. This is a Destiny show that I used to put on back in the day that I have now adopted to the flying characters here in Rivals, and we are having a blast doing it today. I'm gonna get these guys out of the way here. That's both their healers down simultaneously with the maximum pulse. Welcome to the Mile High Club, chat. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. We're gonna kill this Wolverine. We already have the other checkpoint here. Just gonna not get killed by Wolverine in his ultimate. Just gonna burn him down there and we're good to go. No deaths yet. Gonna kill that Punisher as well. Feeling good, man. I love that I get to play Iron Man today, bro. Like I said before, Iron Man is my favorite superhero. He thinks like me, he acts like me, just don't give a fuck like me, just might be the next best thing, but not quite me. And if you guys get that reference, then you are my age. Got a Wolverine here. We're just gonna not let Wolverine do anything to my healers. We're not going to allow him to live. I'm staying back here on the checkpoint while we wait for the armor overdrive animation to finish canceling. Just gonna emote on the card here while we wait for everybody to come up. Rap Boy Short. Yeah, dude, you get it. You get it. You do get it. That makes me happy. Oh, fuck. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just gonna whoop, whoop, whoop myself out of there. Punisher. Get punished. There we go. We punished him. Tell Pedro Stark. Cram says hello, Pedro. Cram is over on YouTube. We got Pedro is over on Twitch here. So, yeah, so that's why they're not seeing each other. That was a great game. That was a zero-death game. 16-0 here on Wakanda. Empire of Wakanda. Tyr, great job, dude. Yeah, too easy, exactly. It's too goddamn easy out here, chat. Pedro, how do you feel about the gameplay of Marathon? Did you see the people that released their gameplay?
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
We got Nerve TTV on here. You'll notice I don't have a, I don't advertise my channels in my name. I'm not one of those. But we got at least three actual content creators here. I'm a no-heal cloak. That's funny.
I won't shy away from a fight, but I'd rather be in the lab.
So for me, the Pedro, I'm gonna wait to hear what you say, what your thoughts are on the gameplay for Marathon, because I do want to talk about it, but I don't want to tell you before I hear from you, because you might change my perspective a little bit. I'm mad that I can't cut these squirrels up. Doesn't look too appealing for me. I feel like it looks slow, is what I was going to say. My point about it is that I feel like it looks very slow, especially compared to the games that we traditionally play. So again, right now, I'm utilizing this higher piece to gain all of the vertical space possible. We do have a Wanda on the other side here. I'm not worried about Wanda in the slightest here, though I guess I should be. Our tank is not here for whatever reason. Our tank is not available to us right now. Got a Doctor Strange shield down there. I'm gonna strafe left and right, while they try to hit me from the high ground. And again, the armor overdrive locking me out of my movement there for a second. Yeah, there we go. That's that Wanda who wanted the sauce. We gave her the sauce she was looking for. I'm going to fly high so that I can get the angle on this Punisher while I damage up on him. And I'm going to use my armor overdrive ability now. We do have... Who got me? Spider-Man. Spider-Man came and got me. So we're going to have to deal with that now. Like, look at how easy it is. That's how easy it is on Spider-Man to get kills on people. Literally, you right-click them, and then you press your pull, and you press uppercut, and that's it. That's the whole Spider-Man gameplay loop. And that's, most of the time, that's all they can really do. I'm just gonna back out of the way, give myself the additional health there. I would expect to see the Spider-Man on me again. There he is. Right, he's just gonna target me the entire time, and that's totally fine. That's what he has to do to give himself some type of value. We're gonna dive into the co-op time here. I'm gonna see if I can't kill this Luna Snow in the meantime. And we're trying for it, but we might not get it. Doesn't look like I'm going to. I did get the Wanda there, though, so that's good. Got Luna is utilizing her ultimate here on the point. I'm gonna grab this health pack and start damaging up on them from behind them. If I can kill this Loki, that would be huge, because once Loki can't ult anymore, then he is far less dangerous. This is the moment where I have to leave immediately, and hopefully I get healed enough. Woof. That was a close one, but we made it. Great. Feels good, man. Got this Doctor Strange is here. We're just gonna break his barrier and kill him. Bang. It was worth it if I die. It was worth it because the Doctor Strange is dead now. Yes. Everybody's good. Get on point. Everybody on point.
Iron Man operational again.
Flying in. Flying up. Stopping my movement now.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Maximum pulse!
Their whole team is here, and my movement got halted by the armor overdrive ending.
That's better.
Peter, what is your plan?
Judge, jury, executioner!
Cool, so I'll just leave. Right, okay, yeah, so Spider-Man's just gonna come chase me. That's totally fine. Okay, now we need to generate another ultimate, and we need to get back together so that we have a 6v6. These guys are not that good. They're not that difficult to kill. We just gotta be smart about what we do. There's Spider-Man again on top of me. Their whole team is on me. As you can see, right now is going to be the moment where the armor overdrive goes off. Spider-Man jumped off the map. Very cute. Let's go ahead. Let's fly forward. Let's start killing them. Start killing them. Start killing them. Start killing them. And sentence us he did. You see the Loki is over here utilizing his clones on the high ground positions here. Now this is going to be the Luna Snow ult. Not that big of a deal. As long as I can get down to this Cloak and Dagger healing, I should be good to go. We got two Luna Snow ultimates happening simultaneously here, but we are inside of our Sue Storm ult, which is great, and if I can generate an ultimate, potentially I can kill them very easily. Let's do it. That's both their healers, and then we dive out of the way. We get back into this spot right here, forcing this Doctor Strange into the space where I want him to be. We're gonna mess with the Amazing Spider-Man. Despite what he says, I am gonna mess with him. We need to kill this Strange immediately and take this checkpoint or we lose. And there we go. And that's the checkpoint. That was the final 10 seconds of the round there. So I'm glad we got it when we did. And now we're gonna start firing down into the distance while they try to kill me with their Wanda. You can expect that Wanda will appear right here in front of me. Just wait for it, or Spider-Man will be next. There he is. Right, and there he is. Spider-Man, what is your obsession with me, bro?
Oh, crisis averted.
There you go. Back to the respawn screen with you, son. Catch you later, Pete. You're very cute, but not cute enough. You should probably swap to somebody else.
There's the man.
Jury, executioner!
And there he is. So because he's over there, we're just gonna not peek him. And instead, I'm just gonna leave, right? And now I come back over here, and I start. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. At the end of this game, I'm gonna tell Spider-Man that he probably should play somebody else. Like, if he's just gonna sit here and immediately try to kill me every single time, he should probably play somebody else. Hela would be a much, much scarier enemy for me to fight against. The Spider-Man, if he doesn't pull off that combo, he just fails. Just straight up, just fails. And there he is again. He's on me again. Yeah, keep me up and we're good. Lots of damage coming my way. Thank you so much, Tyr. We're gonna kill this Strange here. Gonna break his shield and just kill him. There we go.
Powering up.
Where is... There you go. We're gonna start doing this immediately because we know that they're gonna be right there. Gotta wait for my damage. My cooldown even. Got that Loki down there.
I am ready to put on a show.
This is the moment where we got to come back and get on the payload.
Well, magic talking.
I got you, Tyr. We did lose our tank there, which is very scary. But as long as we can keep pushing them backwards, it's not too big of a deal. She'll get back to us in a second. We do have co-op time happening now. And the Spider-Man trying to yank me out of the co-op time. Right there. We're now going to fly over here, reload.
Don't mess with the amazing
We're gonna come up,
Spider-Man.
and we're gonna start damaging down onto them.
I am ready to put on a show.
We're just gonna wait right here. Let's get a 6v6 going.
Them to Khonshu.
Never use ult when you're the only one alive.
That put a spring in my step. Powering up.
We're gonna come down a little bit. Start damaging them. Oh, I'm taking too much damage too quickly. It is what it is. It's totally fine. Who is talking shit? Chimmy, who is their Wanda, and JB, who is their tank. Their tank who has 5 kills and 5 deaths is talking shit on our Moon Knight. Yo, their tank who has 5 kills and 5 deaths is talking shit on our Moon Knight. What a joke.
Powering up.
I am ready to put on a show.
That's what happens when you pick a fight with
Show him that, bitch. Reloading. We're gonna damage this turret from far away. Jiggle peeking this corner so that I don't get killed while trying to do it. We're getting down onto the payload right now because we know who's coming in. We're powering up so that if they decide they want to contest, I can do it without having to worry. And that's the W. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we're all talking shit. Even his own team is talking shit on him, bro. Holy fuck, that's so funny. Oh my god, dude. Their Spider-Man went 8 and 11. It's not working out for you, Spidey. And our Sue Storm. Yeah, dude, the whole team. Everybody simultaneously just shit down the neck of this fucking Spider-Man, dude. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was fucking awesome. You love to see it. GG's, bro. GG's, Hanny. GG's, man. I hope you guys are having as much fun watching me play Iron Man as I'm having actually playing him. Because, man, this shit is so much fun. Welcome to the Mile High Club, ladies and gentlemen.
I never wanted to be Iron Man, but it worked out for everybody.
I never thought I would sleep with Peter Parker, but here I am, fucking him. Left and right. Jesus. It's good stuff. All right, we got a really nice balanced team comp. See how you like it, right? It's this funny stuff, right? Well, sometimes you're the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and then, you know, in Soviet Russia, the friendly neighborhood's you, or something.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
That's funny stuff, man. Anyway, let's see who they decide to swap to this time. We got Supreme J on their team, who I 100% expect to swap to counter me as Iron Man. They will swap to... I'm gonna call it here. Put your predictions in the chat for what you think that Supreme J will swap to when he realizes I'm Iron Man. I'm gonna say Bucky. I'm gonna say we get a Bucky on their team since he's got the YT in his name. He's gonna see that I am me, and he's gonna swap to Bucky. Unless he's already Hawkeye. No, that's not him. It's not him. Okay. Just keeping an eye on him here. Using my armor overdrive and this corner here to be able to damage up on them. Big damage on the point there. Very difficult to hit me up here. Bucky, yeah, dude. You know all about it. Supreme J is their tank, so he won't swap to counter me. Emma Frost is already a strong counter to basically every character in the game. She's really good. Really, really strong right now. We are not having good success getting kills right now, though. And not just me, but like the entirety of the team is not really doing a lot of much. I'm gonna power up. I'm gonna start damaging their healers, specifically. Their Mantis. If I can get her down, that's huge for us. No, but I did get their tank. Supreme J, literally the first person I killed. I need her to use her dark teleportation here. I knew I was gonna get hit by that arrow. I felt his aim being on point that time.
One less off to worry about.
I don't have to worry about anyone else here, though. So, here's the moment. Again, I need Cloak to use her dark teleportation. What's this little cutie up to? Got him. Logan. All right, we're good, baby. We're all good. Whoa! fucking instant death in front of my face. Do you see that shit? I pooped. What does he think he's gonna do, dude? That's the guy I need to be afraid of. Way scarier than the Moon Knight. Oh no! The armor overdrive ran out. Okay, you be undefeatable. I'm gonna come over here and grab a health pack. I need to leave. This is the end of my life right here. No way I live through this. And if I do, then they're just bad. And if they chase me, then they're just bad. Let's go ahead and wait for the team.
Maximum pulse. That's what happens when you
There you go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Fucking. Ah! Bro, they just wanted me so bad. Jesus Christ. Did we ever figure out what Emma says in her ultimate? No. We gotta Google that shit so that we can try it out. Figure it out, even. That was fire? I mean, I tried. I tried to get away, but it didn't work out the way I hoped it would. I'm gonna use my armor overdrive here, since they are inside of the, the cloak and dagger ult. They're not generating ultimate for anyone else. So all the damage that I'm putting in, while it's not getting a kill, normally. This is bullshit. It's bullshit that you can't get away from that once it activates. What's her name? Ultimate, Emma Frost ultimate will pull you into her, which is really fucking annoying after it damages you for just a few seconds. So, Cram says, I tried hopping on to Twitch, but it streams so poorly at my job. We don't have public Wi-Fi. The area is just shit to watch streams, so I'll chill here. It always works better in, in YouTube in terms of streaming. Like, the quality of the stream always looks better on YouTube. There's actually more bitrate that you can have on YouTube than there is on Twitch as well, so that makes a big difference too. Let's go ahead and kill this Logan. We're going, where is she? Who the fuck damaged me? I actually don't want to be directly in her face, but I do want to destroy her and her shield. So this is the moment where I drop down here. Wait for my armor overdrive, right? Damn, you guys got her, huh? Yeah, you got her. Good.
My armor's got a lock on opposing. Powering up.
Yep. We good? Ooh, guess who got stunned at the moment they pressed co-op time?
That's better.
Alright, yeah, the moon is gonna haunt us. We all knew that was coming. Every single one of us saw the moon about to come haunt us because he jumps to a high ground position and pulled out his wiener onk. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm just gonna back around a little bit. Right?
Powering up.
It's actually not the best angle for me to be using this, so I'm instead gonna use the beam. We're gonna fly out a little because I know there's one still alive here. Where are they? There they are. There we go. Before my armor overdrive runs out and I'm still dealing max damage, wanted to make sure that I staggered that mantis as much as possible. They've got 2 minutes here.
Maximum pulse.
I'm not worried about it because I'll generate another one pretty quickly. The thing that I need to do now is punish them for not playing inside of their own co-op time. So we got both of their support ults come out right there, and that's huge for me because now I don't have to worry about them being able to utilize that against my next maximum pulse because I'll have mine before they have theirs. You see, I'm already halfway to my next ultimate here, so plenty of time to be able to generate another ult and use it on them while they're all clumped up like this. Cram says that Emma Frost says kneel peasants, and if that's really what she says, then I kind of love that. That's actually awesome. That's actually fucking awesome, you know?
Feeling good.
I'm at 92 to my ult, so I'm gonna let them get interested in somebody else here for a second while I regen health, and I wait a second. Bang, I got that Moon Knight down. I'm gonna swing over here. I do have my ult now, but I want to wait for this health pack because I will die to a single Hawkeye arrow. Hey, I'm behind you. Hawkeye. Hawkeye. Okay, we got Hawk guy. We got Claws guy. Yep, that's good.
Or a dagger.
And now we've got my ultimate running out here.
We are undefeatable. 10 seconds.
I'm not going to use my ult yet. Flying higher than the moon as it haunts me. Right? We want their cloak and dagger to use ult. Hey, thanks, dude. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. 3, 2, 1.
Maximum pulse. Pulse cannons end arguments. Powering up.
Nobody can hang with the pulse cannon, baby. Guys, kill them. They're all 4 dead. There's only a Hawkeye and a Moon Knight on the point. Just go push him and kill him.
I'm gonna find whoever put me out last time.
Jarvis, clip it. Jarvis, your boy's the man. Oh, what's up, baby? Tell me that shit is not sick as fuck. Hell yeah, man. MVP, let's go! Hype! Super hype. Damn, that shit is so much fun. Goddamn, that is so much fun. Chat, as much fun as I am having, unfortunately, that has to do it for me today. I gotta go run some errands real quick, and I gotta, you know, make my lunch and shit before I gotta go do things at 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna call it right there, and that was super fun, dude. I had way too much fun playing Iron Man today. I will, maybe we'll do another one of these. Maybe we'll play some more, like tomorrow, play some more Iron Man. I do want to also dive into the Human Torch changes as well. Maybe later on, maybe in another week or something like that. But for right now, like I said, I was jonesing on some Iron Man gameplay last night. I wanted to play it so badly. And then I finally got to jump on after a long day of taking care of responsibilities. And I jumped on last night and I played for a couple of hours. And goddamn, dude, it's just so much fun for me. I love this character. I love this hero so much. And I know he's not the best hero in the game. I think that's part of why I like him so much. But he just allows me to do cool things in a playstyle that I can utilize, that I've gotten really used to being able to do from playing previous games where I was Echo in Overwatch, very similar to Iron Man in terms of the projectile DPS that flies, and I did these shows in Destiny with the Lion Rampants and the Dead Man's Tale. I've been using this skybox type gameplay for a while and getting used to the playstyle, and it's just so much fun to me. And you get to see the game from a completely different perspective, which is really nice, really nice. Yeah, don't forget to link your guys' Twitch accounts to the Marvel Rivals accounts so that when you see me tomorrow, you guys can get your Twitch drops as well. That's very important. I want to say thank you to Storm, thank you to Tyr, thank you to Hannibal, thank you to Stargazer. You know I love you. To Pedro Stark for always being here. I appreciate you, man. Thank you to Cram for coming out. Thank you to all of the homies that are lurking. I see you. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon. I'm Moonchild of Dude No Way, and I'll see you in the next stream.